You can like the life you're living. You can live the life you like.
You can like the life you're living. You can live the life you like.
That is not even
Yes,
close.
it is. You can like the life you're living.
That's
you
closer.
Can live. Oh, what is
You
it?
can even marry Harry
And fall in love. Why am I blanking on the words?
it's good, isn't it grand?
Oh,
It's
Chicago.
good. Ding, 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 ding.
What's up, guys? We're dreamers, we're moms, and welcome to the Mommy Artist Podcast. Now let's get creatively unhinged. What's up, guys, and welcome to the Mommy Artist Podcast. We are here live in Nashville at the Nashville Dollywood Oasis on Music Row, and today's guest has one of those stories that feel like it could only happen in the world of theater, a place where creativity, community, and a little bit of magic always seems to find each other. She comes from a third-generation family jewelry business that lasted an incredible 54 years. She grew up in the shop, helping wrap gifts at just 5 years old, learning the craft and the artistry of jewelry design all along. At the same time, she was also a lifelong dancer and performer in community theater, a world that shaped her love for storytelling and creative connection. When her family's jewelry business eventually retired, she had a beautiful idea. What if she combined those two passions, jewelry and theater, into something entirely new? That's how Broadway Stacks was born. Handcrafted, theater inspired bracelets that celebrate the magic of the stage and the people who bring it to life. Her designs have been sold in Times Square, featured through audience rewards, and even partnered with Broadway Box Step. And her love of theater clearly runs in the family because her daughter is a professional performer who recently completed a contract with Disney Cruise Lines performing as Cinderella, Anna, and Rapunzel. Today, we're talking about creative reinvention, theater communities, and why every person involved in the arts deserves their moment in the spotlight. Let's get into it. Welcome, Becky. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
No, I'm so honored, and I'm so lucky that you're one of my first Nashville series artists, but you're not in fact from Nashville.
Correct.
Where
South Carolina.
South Carolina. And yet that's where y'all grew up?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Lauren, for connecting us.
Thank you. Yes, very much.
But then when we started talking, I was like, oh, me and Becky are going to be besties because we have so much in common just through the theater community. And then can I just say being a Disney princess is an icon. That is for people who don't know, that is a super hard gig to get. Right?
It is. Yeah, it's hard.
To
It's
be
hard.
the
That
face
was always her dream.
and to be one of those, the Cinderella, the Rapunzel, she must be a beautiful girl.
Thank you. She's truly a princess.
Oh my
in real life.
gosh. So did she grow up in theater as well?
She did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, since she was very young.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
And has known her entire life. That's the passion that she has.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, cool. So she sings.
Yeah,
Or
sings and acts.
Sings
Yes.
and acts.
Yeah.
Do you sing?
No, just dance.
I don't either. Okay, I don't sing either.
I only like dancing.
No, that's cool. I don't sing either. I try very much so because musicals are so fun.
Yes.
And being when you're watching one and seeing the cast and being a part of that, you want to be a part of that community. So I in high school, I tried, but I just couldn't quite make it as a singer. So I stuck to strictly, stage plays and stuff like that. That was
Okay.
my stronghold in high school. Okay, so something very excited about Becky and I is that we collab together and we are going to sell her designs from Broadway Stacks at my merch store. And today we're going to do the very first unboxing of some of the items. And I'm really excited.
Me too.
Okay, your branding is so cute too. I love it.
Oh, thank you.
But also everything in your your website, your branding, it's all your order, it's ready for its debut. It all matches with the whole Broadway theme. And I think the little details of that I really appreciate.
Thank you.
That's so important.
That Thank you very much. I'm glad you said that because I did really try to think about all the little details.
Yes,
Yeah,
and you
and
have
make
like
it special.
casting and stuff like that. And also, you have a whole line that points out not only, you know, actresses and actors, you include producers, creative directors, like your whole line is like everyone included. And not a
Yeah.
lot of those people get like options to buy a bracelet with their title on it. And I think that's really important. And I love that about your line.
Thank you. That was my very first one. That's kind of what how it came to be, Broadway Stacks, because
Okay.
um I've been in community theater since I was little, and
Hmm.
then of course with my daughter growing up, but then I would take her to rehearsals when she couldn't drive and
Right.
sit and watch, which I absolutely love that part of
Yes.
theater, the
Yes.
entire magic of everything that people don't really see.
Yes.
And even with her trying to go to college for musical theater, all you would ever hear is, "Are you a singer, actor, dancer?" And
Right.
it's like there's so much more than
Mhm.
that in theater.
It's so
And
true.
so, yeah, so the very first collection that I started was called the Spotlight Collection.
Mhm.
And so it highlights all the theater roles, like you said, producer, crew, choreographer, dramaturg, so that everybody feels like that leading star.
I
Yeah.
love that. And then the little star charm
Yes.
on your bracelet is signature because what do you, it's like everyone shines or
Exactly. And to remind you each time that you wear it that
I,
you shine.
I
Yes.
love it. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Thank you.
So on to the unboxing.
Okay.
Okay. By the way, it says your order's ready for its debut. Super cute. It comes in a super cute package. It says, Megan, thank you for your order. I hope you enjoy all of your bracelets and enjoy seeing Six. Because I'm taking my daughter to see Six the musical in April. And I've been talking about it, showing her
Yeah.
videos, and she's so excited.
Are you going to New York or is that
No,
touring?
it's coming to Houston.
Oh,
Hmm.
nice.
I
Okay.
have seen it in New York, but
Mhm.
I'm just taking her to the Houston one
I saw the touring company. It's great.
in New York. Or no, the
No,
one that
touring.
tours.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
good,
Yeah.
good.
You'll have
Okay.
fun.
I just think she'll love pop music. I mean, I
Yeah.
know there's a little she's only 9, so there'll be subject matter that I think will go over her head or that
Yeah.
just won't even but she's just gonna love all the because it's like a pop show, a
It
show of
definitely
pop
is. Yeah.
stars.
The energy, the costumes, songs.
It's such a
Yeah.
fun
She'll love
show.
it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna start with a very special one. Because this role is so important to the Mommy Artist podcast. And she's my girl and she makes it all happen. So Hannah gets the producer bracelet. It is super cute. I love the design. And of course, it has the star to remind you that you are a star. Here you go, girly. Y'all, the gems and the quality of this bracelet, like you can tell in a little bit when we talk about we already did that you come from a family of jewelry makers that like
Mhm.
you took that into consideration and like you know what looks good and you can tell what looks like example from the ones that I got made from these like this looks like a luxury bracelet and I just love it.
Oh,
And
thank you. Yeah, it's like an elevated friendship
it
bracelet.
is. It's
Yeah.
absolutely an
Yeah.
elevated friendship bracelet. I
Thank you.
love it. Oh my gosh. Okay. I just might have to put them all on right now. And then I got one for my daughter also, a matching one. And then the ones we'll be selling at the shop soon, the Mommy Artist podcast shop. We have this one just says Mommy Artist and it's in the traditional Mommy Artist colors. This is my first time seeing it and it's so beautiful.
I
I
loved your
love
colors. They
it.
look great together.
Oh my gosh, I love it so much. We will also be selling a flow state bracelet because flow state is just something that I think a lot of creatives know what that means. But when I tell like my friends, or because I have a flow state hat now, and they're like, "What's that?" And so I think it's just cool to um I don't know, talk to people about it. And what it means is it's like when you are in your like groove, like in your like whether you're writing or you're acting or you're producing and you just feel this like vibration of energy and it's kind of like a like I don't know, really just like you're in your groove, I'd say. And then the last one we have is butterfly conversations because I always say you can't have butterfly conversations with caterpillar people.
Oh,
And that just kind of means like, not everyone's going to get you. Don't try to
right.
please everyone. Not everyone's going to get your, I mean, same. flavor or understanding or have the same background as you or have the same, like appreciation of art that you do. That's okay. And I've
Right.
actually learned that through therapy. Like that's okay because they're just not we haven't had that
You have
experience
differences.
together.
Yeah.
Yes, and so you have to pick and choose, and then don't
Mm.
feel guilty or bad if you don't get the, feedback that
The
you're
same
wanting.
response or excitement for
Yes,
what you have for that.
just
But
because they
right,
don't
everyone's different.
they don't understand.
Right.
So, I love the butterfly conversations to remind us of that and to also find your people that you can have those conversations with.
Yes.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
y'all. These are so beautiful. I'm so excited. I love all the colors. They're so sparkly. So look for this in the coming, I don't know, months, weeks, hopefully. And you'll be able to buy one too. So thank you so much.
Yes, you're very
I'm
welcome.
so
I love creating those
excited.
for you.
Yes, I'm so excited. In the intro, we talked a little bit about you growing up in a jewelry dynasty legacy. Tell me about that. Like, what was the company? Tell me just a little bit about it.
Okay. Well, we're from South Carolina,
Okay.
and I'm third generation, so it was my grandfather, but he actually lived in New York at the time and was
Mhm.
a traveling diamond salesman.
Oh,
And
cool.
so he would travel up and down the East Coast. And he called on a master goldsmith in
Mhm.
South Carolina
Mhm.
who wanted to retire. And so my grandfather, said, "Well, I'd love to buy your company.
Mhm.
I'll start it as a retail business,"
Mhm.
because he sold diamonds. Um, and then my mom and uncle, were involved in it as well. And then, like I said, I probably, when I was 5 years old, started wrapping gifts for the customers
Right.
behind the counter. And
Right.
it's just been weaved through my life the entire time now, all 54 years that we were in business.
It's like
And
you grew up there.
oh,
It's like
oh, for sure. I would
Mhm.
be picked up from daycare after school. It was just a little school across the street.
Mhm.
I'd had my own little almost like man cave in a sense,
Yes.
in the back with my little TV to watch Sesame Street.
Cute.
Yeah, so and I learned the back of the business when I was in high school,
That's great.
just because, that was my job.
Mhm.
And I actually graduated in architecture, but
Okay.
again, didn't go through that, eventually. And
As one does.
yeah, yeah. And I just still ended up back in the jewelry business, which I absolutely loved. And honestly, the part that I love the best, which I'm also finding in my business of
Mhm.
Broadway Stacks, even online, which I was not expecting this, but the relationships with
Yes.
everybody, and the stories that you hear. Because we
Yes.
sold jewelry, like a lot of engagement rings,
Mhm.
happy times, but
Mhm.
we also heard a lot of stories of sad times.
Mhm.
And that was just really special. And we obviously, too, since we were in business for so long, we worked with different generations. So, someone that we worked with when I was young, by the time we retired, we were helping their children and grandchildren. So that
That
was the
is
best part.
no,
Yeah.
that is so cool. And
Yeah.
then there goes the storytelling element. And
Yes.
again, you carried that through your business the same way. That's incredible.
Yeah.
So when I was growing up, my dad also owned a business. And I remember kind of like growing up there. It was a home building business, so quite different. But like I remember walking through like the houses that were under construction and like still to this day, like the smell of wood is nostalgic and like
I bet.
the like hear it like the sound of hammering and like that kind of stuff. So it's cool to like I don't know. I don't think you realized it at the time. I didn't.
Same. I didn't either until we closed the store, and
Yes.
as I've gotten older
Right.
too, but yeah, but we happily retired after
Yes.
54 years. Yeah. My
Great.
mom and uncle decided it was time.
Great.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
and a lot of the women that helped us work there, they were with us almost 50 years, or the entire time. Some of them used to babysit me when I was
Oh
little.
my
And yeah, so
gosh.
it was definitely a
It
family
was a
business.
family. I
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
that. I love that a lot. Okay. At the time, did you think of the business as a form of art?
Not when I was younger, I
Mhm.
definitely didn't. As I've gotten older, because we would create custom jewelry,
Right.
our jewelers would. So, yes, definitely, people would come in with ideas, and sometimes crazy ideas, that you would just never even think of how
Mhm.
they wanted to incorporate memories in their jewelry. So, yes, definitely. And our one of our jewelers, I mean, she was a or is still a very good artist,
Mhm.
So yeah, definitely it's art.
Yes, it is. And but all the while, you were on your own adventure, dancing and performing. What was taking the forefront? Was it
Uh,
dancing or
no, no, no.
theater?
Working, dancing in theater has always been community theater for
Okay.
me. So yeah, so
Well,
that was
still,
a hobby.
just yes, still. I
Yes.
mean, same with me. I mean, I was only in like high school theater, and then I did like children's theater where I got like 30
Uh,
bucks a show, like at one point. But no, what was your like? I guess what was your passion first? Was it dance or theater?
oh, oh, oh gosh. Dancing on theater
Okay, so
in musicals. Yes.
musicals.
I
There
mean,
you
I
go.
started dancing when I was 3 and I
Hmm.
still dance today. I'll take dance classes. Yeah. So I
Awesome.
I have done it forever. But I love musicals. Again, I don't sing, but put me in the ensemble and I'm perfectly
I
happy.
know.
Yeah.
Or like, what
Yeah.
if we could
Just being
lip
on stage.
sync?
I
Like
actually
that'd
did
be
that for an audition.
oh my gosh, that would be great.
Yeah.
Like, let's do a whole performance of lip singing,
That works for me.
a
Yeah.
lip singing musical for all of those, for
They
all of
can't
us
sing.
theater kids who couldn't sing but like
Yes.
wish
Yes.
we could. Okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna maybe do that. So, what was the favorite production that you were in your whole life?
Oh my goodness, in my whole life.
Yes.
Well, I don't know that I can pinpoint one, but I will say I started musical theater when I was about 11, 12 years
Hmm.
old, and my sister and I are 10 years apart.
Hmm.
So she started when she was 3. So
Hmm.
doing shows with her. And when we were at that age, every summer we would have one called, it was a musical review called
Oh,
Showstoppers. And so it would
cool.
always have a 50s number, it would always have a patriotic number,
Oh my
and
gosh,
and
cute.
other ones as well. But so that was probably my favorite, and doing that with my sister. And then as I
Yes.
got older and I've got my 2 girls,
Mhm.
I got them involved in theater.
Of
So
course.
the very first one that we did together was Wizard of Oz. So
That
that
y'all performed together in a show?
yeah,
You and your girls?
I danced as the tornado and the yellow brick
Oh my
road and a
gosh!
poppy, I can't remember what it is, the poppy scene or
Yes,
whatever.
like the
And they were little munchkins.
oh my
Yeah.
gosh, and then
Yeah.
that's all through your community theater?
Yes. Yeah. In South
You must have
Carolina.
a great one. Like,
We've got several
oh
actually.
my
Yeah, and
gosh.
they're all a little different. We have like one that's strictly a children's theater, and
Mhm,
it's a professional children's theater, but
mhm,
also for those growing up and taking classes. There's one that's kind of more family friendly. There's one that's a little edgier. So yeah,
mhm.
we've got a nice
Oh, I'm
array
jealous, and I'm
there.
sure Houston has that too, but I live in a suburb of Houston that's probably like 30 minutes from downtown Houston.
Mm,
And it is like we have some theaters there, but they're just not, I guess you'd call them community theaters, but they're
mhm.
just, I don't know, not, I mean, I've even acted in some of the shows. But I don't know. They just, I don't see a show where they would cast like my daughter who's like 9 and me in the same show.
Oh,
Like, I don't
okay.
know if we have that.
I got well, our the one that's kind of the family
Mhm.
theater. I mean, we did Beauty and the Beast, we did Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Oh my
So yeah, like
gosh.
every summer we would do shows together.
So
And actually,
fun.
that theater, I believe, is the oldest continuously running community theater in America.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
yeah,
I'm also trying to get my daughter into theater.
yeah.
She's a little bit shy, but she's one of the kids that like if you're not watching her, she can sing. She has
Uh,
the rhythm, the
yeah.
moves, whatever, but she's a little nervous to as I was to like perform like in front of people.
But again, maybe like she could do crew or lighting
I
or,
agree. Mhm.
something.
And since
That,
she's just grown up with me talking about it all the time,
mhm.
and now that we have a studio in our house and it's like YouTube's the big thing for her, she's like,
Uh,
"Oh, my mom's on YouTube. I wanna be a
you're a cult
YouTuber."
mom.
I'm like,
Yeah.
"Whatever." Like, if this is your outlet and they'll all the time be like, "Mom, when are you gonna be on my channel?" I'm like, "I'm
Um,
busy." Like,
with
I
my
can't
own.
I'm bit like they're like literally they wanna go on Canva, create their graphics. My
Oh,
son
that's
does too.
cool.
He's
Yeah.
7. He wants to do a whole video game situation, but I just, eventually we'll get there. Broadway Stacks. We're
Yes.
going to go into it.
Okay.
How did the idea first come to you?
I knew that our store, we were going to
Mhm.
retire and we were kind of at closing, and I have to keep busy. So
Mhm.
I was like, what am I going to do? My girls are out of the house now.
Mhm.
Um, my husband works from home, but he travels a good bit. But I want to spend time with him as well. So I was thinking, I don't want a retail store because I've
Right.
done that,
Right.
been there, done that. So I thought, what can I do online? What can I do that's fun, that I'm passionate about? And literally the same thing. I woke up one morning and I was just like, I've got this idea.
You're
What
like,
my two passions, jewelry and theater, and I'm going to put them together. And again, the spotlight collection is
mhm,
what came up first, just because so many people don't understand of behind the scenes again
right.
of
The work
all
that
the
goes
people, yeah,
into.
that goes behind it, and it honestly is magic.
Mhm,
And again, if something happens to one, you're improving and trying to help everyone else, bring it all back together so that the audience doesn't realize that
right.
anything happened in the background. So, and then I just couldn't stop thinking about it. I mean, I just kept having idea after idea,
I
and
love
I
that.
still have ideas, and I just can't get to them quick enough.
I know, that's
Yeah,
amazing, and I'm
yeah,
sure, like, it fills your cup and, like,
it does.
you're
It does.
like, "That's awesome."
Yeah, yeah, I love it.
My theater teacher says, "There's magic in the theater, and the theater is magic," and it's
I
just,
love
like,
that.
it's so true.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, okay, so when
Mhm.
did it go from, like, "Okay, this is something that kind of, like, I wanna do," from, like, "I have a full-blown website, I'm getting orders all the time." Like, how quick did that process happen?
Um, I mean, just within a few months, actually. I mean, well, again, I knew I was going to be online, so I had to figure out a website. But
Okay.
but now that I didn't know how to do. So, and obviously things that I'm still doing today, sometimes I have no idea what I'm doing. I just have to try and
Right.
just do it and see if
Right.
it works or not. And sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. I didn't have any expectations with it, which
Mhm.
is, but it's also been nice not to. Like I don't know, I just didn't put any really pressure on
Right.
myself. I mean, it's just fun. I just really, really enjoy it. I
Mhm.
love the creativity. Again, the most surprising part is just the loyal community that I
Mhm.
have, and just again, opportunities that I didn't realize that I would have, and people that I'm meeting. So, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like kind of like everything happens for a reason. You're
Yes.
putting that good energy out there, and that
Thank
they're
you.
they're gonna back you up. Those
Yeah,
the
yeah,
theater
they do.
girlies and boys, they're gonna back you up.
They do.
They
They
do.
do.
Was it always going to be specifically Broadway themed?
Yes, theater themed,
Okay.
but I do custom bracelets as well,
Okay, that's right. Yes.
right,
Seen your
so
website.
and that doesn't have to be theater related, but
Mhm.
yes, I mean, again, it was because those were my 2 passions,
Mhm.
jewelry and theater,
Mhm.
so, yeah, that was the idea to have it theater themed.
What's your favorite Broadway show?
Oh gosh, oh, I don't have a single favorite. I don't have a single
What's
favorite,
a top? A top.
well, Wicked, Dear Evan Hansen, but I just saw 2 strangers carry a cake across New
Oh, I
York.
don't
It is fantastic. Yeah,
really.
I don't even know how to describe the difference in that
Mhm.
between other shows without really getting into detail, but,
Mhm.
it is fantastic.
And you
I
were
will talk
just in New
about
York?
that just last week, yeah,
Cool.
yeah, yeah. I had
No.
my first meet and greet.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
I saw how was tell me about that.
It was great. Again, the community showed up for me, and I am
Where were
so
you?
thankful.
Where'd you do it?
At the Marriott Marquis,
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
in Times Square.
The one right
Yeah,
next to, like,
across from Lion King.
all the shows.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
I think I've
yeah.
stayed there before, actually.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
That's
So it was very
awesome.
nice. Yeah, they all came wearing their
Yay!
bracelets, and
Yay!
we just had a good time, just community, just getting
Yes,
together and
talking.
talking about theater.
I
Yeah,
love it. Oh my
yeah.
gosh. We were just talking
Mhm,
about Dare of
yeah.
Enhanced. Well, I guess because it was playing on the phone.
Oh,
I
yeah,
was
I
like,
love
Hannah,
that.
you need to see that. That's
Yeah,
such a great
it
and
really
powerful
is.
show.
Yeah.
I love it. So tell me about selling in Times Square. Like, where exactly, what does that look like?
Oh, that's actually they sell at a kiosk. They're exclusive ones,
Okay.
that are not on my website. So visitors at Times Square can go to Broadway up close.
It's,
Tim is the owner there.
okay, cool.
Super, super nice guy, and he also does the historical tours of all the theaters
Oh,
there, and
cool.
I think he does things, like for students when they come up for spring break and
Hmm.
everything, but he has a kiosk in Times Square and sells super cute merchandise that's all theater related and
Hmm.
some of my bracelets.
How did you
Yeah.
get in touch with him?
I met him through Broadway Con, which I
Okay.
did last year. Yep,
I want
yep.
to go to Broadway Con. I didn't
Yeah,
even know that was a thing, I
yeah,
think.
yep,
Do
so
people
we
dress up?
oh, yeah, they have the cosplay, they have,
What did you dress up?
oh, no, 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 I had a booth there.
Okay, you
I
were
was selling
selling.
bracelets,
Okay.
but that's where I met Tim. Yeah,
God.
and so
Do you want to go to
we
Broadway
collabed.
Con? Oh my gosh. That sounds so fun.
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah,
y'all met there.
yeah.
And that's like the kind of the opportunities you're talking about
Exactly.
just through
Yeah,
talking to people. And I mean, even just me talking to Lauren, she connected me to you. She's connected me to all these other wonderful people I'm going to meet tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's so nice where people want to help people. And,
Yes.
he happened to be a man, but women supporting women like not being jealous, but rather like uplifting each
Yeah.
other up.
Yeah.
And it's just, I feel like a lot of the mommy artist is about that, and about what I want people to get out of this is like, like, why try to take anyone else's spotlight when you can just make the whole stage brighter? Like, I just
Together. Yeah, exactly.
yes, I
Yeah.
just love that. What was your career when you first had your babies? Were you working at the jewelry store?
I was working at the jewelry store and part-time at the dermatologist.
Okay.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was great because, at the dermatologist, I actually can make my own schedule, which is
Perfect.
very nice. And then at the jewelry store, because it was our family,
You had a little in.
yeah, I had a little in, so I also, was able to make my own schedule as long as I, got everything done, which, I mean, you have to, you're running a business,
Mhm.
But, I was able to volunteer at my girls' schools
Good.
when they were younger, but then my oldest one that is the performer in
Mhm.
New York, um, she was Annie, and after she was Annie, she was like, I don't wanna just do summer anymore, like, I wanna
Right.
be able to do more theater," so she has to be homeschooled.
Okay.
So, my husband and I ended up homeschooling the girls, but again, they went through, like, a co-op, and
Yep, I
so
know.
they only went maybe, like, twice a week,
Mhm.
and then they were very independent at home, and
Okay.
so we just kind of helped guide them, which was wonderful. And then she was able to do all of her theater. The other daughter was able to do all her activities.
That's
So yeah,
cool.
yeah, it
So,
was
what
very,
is their
very
age
nice.
difference again?
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so one daughter is a theater girly,
Mhm.
the other one is
Astrophysics.
wow.
But she's also very creative as
Mm,
well. She self-taught herself lots of instruments that
oh
she
my gosh.
plays.
So you
She
just make it
draws,
super smart,
sews.
creative kids.
Well,
I mean, ugh.
they're my pride and joy for
Oh my
sure.
gosh, yes, you should be so
I
proud.
am.
That's
I am.
amazing.
Yeah.
So you had a pretty like, let's say, cush schedule because you could make your own schedule. You still had
Yeah.
time to volunteer.
Mhm.
I volunteer a lot at my kids' school too. I think that's super important, and it's
Yeah.
so fun to see like to go to the school and be like, my kids are named Sailor and Sage, and they're like,
Oh,
Sage's mom's here, and
yeah,
like you get
yeah.
known as like that
You
person,
do,
and they
yeah.
really do appreciate you being there. And
Yeah. I, to this day, still tell them how blessed I was to be able to have that time. But I also knew that I couldn't stay home all the time. That's just, again, not my
right,
personality. I have to
right,
be busy. So it was perfect. I'm very grateful. Yeah,
yes,
that
best of
was,
both
yeah,
worlds.
definitely. Yeah.
So my daughter's first grade musical, when I heard about it, I
Uh-huh.
immediately was like emailing the teacher. I was like, I'm a former theater kid and I know you need my help and I'm
Yeah.
willing to help. But and he was kind of like, he's an older man. He was kind of like, sure, whatever. And he's like the music teacher. So it's not really
Okay.
theater
Yeah.
driven at all. It's kind of like where they have mics in front of them and they go up and say their line and then
Mm.
get back in line kind of
Oh,
deal.
okay.
But
Okay.
like my first day on the job, volunteering, I thought it was like a full blown production. So I get in charge of like these 5 kids, and I'm like, okay, children, come together. And I'm like, I try to like do like some kind of like warm up situation, and then like try to stage them all in their stage direction. And one of the kids was like, no, this is not what we're
Do
this is
it.
not what we're supposed to do. And
Yeah.
so I quickly realized that that's not
You
what
had to
it
step
was.
back a little.
But it was so that was even fulfilling to me to be able to help to
Hmm.
even run lines with the kids, or like
Yeah.
because some of them they don't know what theater is, never been in a play, never had to memorize a line before. And so what often I do, because they're just first grade,
Oh.
I'd say the line as it should be said, and I'm like,
Uh-huh.
just copy me.
Yeah.
And they would
Yeah.
do it, and I'd be like, louder. And you just like
Oh.
encourage them, and it's so
Yeah.
fun. And so then I just inserted myself into this like stage manager position that I was not asked to do. And I was like, listen, do you want me to be on book? And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, well, when the show's going, do you want me to make sure like every kid is
Mhm.
has their line? He's like, sure, whatever. So I dress in all black.
Of course, of
I like
course.
come to the show, and it was just a blast. And this time I got a little ahead of myself because he gave me a mic,
Oh
and
boy.
and I had to do sound effects as well. And so that was what but also the kids, it wasn't very organized. So like when the line would come up, the kid would be far away, or he'd like whisper to me 5 minutes before, be like, Michael's not here, say his lines. So I'm like, well, the kid would say their line and I'd be like, well, the sheriff doesn't know. Like,
Right.
and then one kid I thought wasn't there or was like behind or whatever, I said his line.
Uh-oh.
And then the mom after came up to
Uh-oh.
me and she was so upset. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm really not that I'm like really not trying to steal the show. Like I was really just doing what I thought was appropriate, like whatever. So then now that was my daughter. So 2 years later, my son has his first grade musical. I'm kind of like tiptoe my way back in. And again, I'm like, he doesn't remember me, mind you, which is
Oh, okay.
yeah, I'm like, "Ok." It is a pretty big school, but
Mm.
still, I'm like, "Listen, I did, what was it? Peter Pan with you." He's like, "Oh, yeah," but, like, not
Got
really.
it.
I was like, "Do you want me to be on do you want me to be on book again?" He
Uh-huh.
was like, "Sure, I mean, if you want to." But this time I was much better about it, and it was much more organized. The kids at that point, I'd gone to so many I'd volunteered at so many rehearsals that they knew who I was. They
Mhm.
knew to look for me because they get up there and they'd freeze. Like some have never
Right.
been in front of that many people before, and
Yeah.
I'd be like, "The sheriff wants you to go," and then they'd be like, "Oh, okay." But to me, that was
Oh,
so fulfilling, and like
yes.
every day, because some days I was like, "Oh, I have to volunteer again today." Then I'd leave and I'm like, "Why was I even feeling that way?" Because that made my day.
I could see that for sure.
And that's
Well,
how
it's fun for you, but then also because you're seeing those kids change and that confidence come out, So
yes.
yeah,
And
yeah.
them seeing me be silly and loud and do
Exactly. Yep,
voices, and
yep,
then it's just like they feel like they're allowed to as well, and I
yeah.
love that.
That's awesome.
I don't know how I got on that tangent, but there we go. When you were working or you had to be pulled away from your kids, like, who was your support system? Did you have, like was your family really involved in, like, babysitting or things like that?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
My family always has it. Well, and of course we have the family business. So, I mean, we're always together and
Mhm.
yeah. So, of course my husband is very supportive
Mhm.
and, it's funny because he didn't know, he never did theater growing up, until we met in college and, he would come to all my shows and everything. And the funniest thing is I know he's got it now because a couple years ago, my oldest, that's the performer,
Mhm.
we were somewhere with dinner with a bunch of people and someone was talking about baseball. I know nothing about baseball,
Mhm.
but they were talking about, I guess, the different leagues or
Mhm.
the double A, whatever,
Yes, I
all that.
understand that,
And
yep.
anyway, and of course, my oldest kind of questioned it too. And my husband said, "Oh, it's like community theater, regional
Oh
theater,
my
off Broadway."
gosh.
And I was like, "Oh my gosh, he got it." Yeah.
Yes! I think that's
Yeah.
so
So he's
funny.
a huge supporter.
I love that. It's hard to find a theater guy to date because 'cause they're either,
Yeah.
they're just not that many of them out there.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, you're stuck with these, like, sports loving dudes that don't know anything about it, but,
Yeah.
like, it's so fun to just be weird, and, like, that's how you know that they're your person, right? You're like,
They
"Okay,
get
this is
you.
what I do. This is weird." Like, I tell them about the things I did, like, in high school growing up, and,
Uh-huh.
like, that is not what I did. I was like, "Well, that's just I don't know, it's fun." It's fun to see, like, the guy aspect of it. And it's
Yeah.
also fun to talk to Hannah about her boyfriend and, like, this generation, this Gen Z generation of couples. So I feel like they are so and I don't know if it's just a sheesh, but, like, because that's her boyfriend's name, but he is so much more in tune with, like, his emotions and, like, his physical
Oh, yeah.
self that, like, when I was, like, in 2004 in high school, like, that didn't exist.
Right.
And so but
I think you're
I think
right.
maybe it's this new generation that's being a little better, I'd say,
Yeah, yeah,
with,
I agree
like
with that.
yeah, Ashish, though, is just, like, a magical human who just he's awesome.
Oh, so nice.
Yes, he is. How did the Disney deal start? Because I know it's a process. Did she, like, go to Disney school? Is there, like, a Disney
There is a Disney
internship?
there is the Disney College program,
Okay.
which actually she was accepted to, but it was during COVID,
Oh,
so it ended up not happening. But she found this audition on her own, and she was living in New York, so
okay.
she went to, I guess, an open call,
Mhm.
yeah, for that, and then actually, I'm not really sure all the details, but she just told some of them on her TikTok
Oh,
about her
cool. Oh
audition
my gosh. Well, I'm going to
process.
follow
So
her.
yeah, so it's Ashlyn Combs.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
Ashlyn
And like I
Combs.
said, she does tell a little bit of her audition process, and
Fun.
you can see some of her videos on there
Oh, I'm
as
going to be
well.
obsessed with
Yeah.
her. I,
Yeah.
that is just like, that is
Mhm.
the ultimate kid's dream.
It is. Yeah.
That's,
Yeah, and it's crazy because we have been taking them we took them when they were almost 3 and 5, and I remember that because before they're 3, they're free.
yeah.
And, and we were thinking I read everything, about, "Oh, like, you go at this time
hmm
and then come back in the middle of the afternoon
hmm
and go to the pool and blah, blah, blah." Nope, we started at 8 o'clock in the morning, and we would get back every night at midnight, and they stayed up the entire time and absolutely loved it. And, of course, we thought both my husband and I had only, I think, been once or
hmm
twice in our entire lives.
hmm
So we thought, "Oh, they'll be in high school or something when we take them again."
Right.
We went almost every year or every other year because we just
Loved it.
loved it so much, and we would get antsy if we hadn't been. So she has loved the princesses even until this day. She still, loves the
Obviously,
princesses at
yes.
Disney World. So it's so neat though to see when she was posting some of the pictures of herself as Cinderella and Rapunzel and that, and then we found some older photos of
Oh,
her dressed as
cute.
Cinderella and Rapunzel. So yeah, full circle.
So cute. Yes,
Yeah,
full circle.
yeah.
So I know there's those businesses that do like princess parties. I feel
Oh,
like
she does
she
that.
she does it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. She did have her own for a while.
hmm
Again, she's back in New York now, but she does princess parties. Yeah, as
Yes, I
well.
actually thought about doing princess parties
Yeah,
for a while. I was like,
that
I
would.
feel like
Yeah,
I could do
I
that.
think you could
I
too.
think I'm a little too old now though. Would you consider yourself a typical stage mom?
No,
Okay.
no. I'm extremely supportive, and
Okay.
I will guide and help. I hope my daughter agrees
She's probably watching.
with
She's like,
all this.
yes.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I was because when you say stage mom, that seemed to me is like
Right. It's like a
pushy, and
negative thing.
yeah, yeah. I don't think I can. I don't think I'm that way.
Yes. No, you were supportive and
Yeah, for
helpful,
sure.
and as you should be,
Yeah.
and as I hope to be. How do you think growing up in a theater household, which I'm sure you had,
Mhm.
impacted your kiddos as they are as like social adults now? Like, what are the biggest lessons that you think that they learned, or what do you hope that they gained from, being such a part of the theater community, you helping guide them through that?
Yeah, well, like we said, the life lessons,
Yeah.
empathy, working with others, um, improving, if
hmm
something goes
True.
wrong, having to figure that out. Inclusiveness, being nice and kind to everybody. It doesn't matter who they are.
hmm
Um, just the creativity. I mean, there's just so much.
No, there is,
Yeah.
and I'm truly like hanging on every word you're saying because,
Yeah.
like, I get you. I feel like I've
Yeah.
known you for years. Okay, what should our viewers be on the lookout for next from Broadway Stacks?
Well, I'm always doing new collections of
Okay,
bracelets.
okay.
I mean, like right now, I've got the Outsiders, Six, Hamilton.
Yes.
I think I have maybe about 30 collections right now, but I'm always adding new ones. I'm always
hmm
open for
Rent.
suggestions. That's on my list. Operation Mincemeat will be coming soon.
Oh,
Beaches will be coming soon.
cool.
But I'm always open to suggestions. I'm
hmm
always love talking to people on Instagram.
hmm
So, please DM me or comment something there. And I'm doing some new collabs coming up. Broadway Mental Health Foundation is
Ooh,
one of them.
love that.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Great.
Yeah. I'm excited.
That's exciting. And so her website is www.broadwaystacks.com.
Yes.
And then her Instagram handle is Broadway Stacks.
Yes.
And those are the best places to get in touch with you.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. Thank
Okay.
you.
Are you ready for your hot seat segment?
I'm ready.
Standing ovation or getting 100 orders?
Probably 100 orders because
Okay.
I really don't want the attention of a standing ovation.
Oh, see, I thrive. I'm like,
But that would be a standing ovation to me.
there you go.
Personally. Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. A show you could see over and over and over again.
Wicked.
Dream role you would love to see your daughter perform.
Glinda.
Yes.
Or Christine.
Okay, perfect. If you could make a bracelet describing your current season, like you're living in, what would it say?
Well, actually, I do that. I've done that the past 2 years.
Yay!
I'm 2 years old today.
Yeah, you're today. Congratulations.
No, I just thought about that.
Yes.
But I have done a focus word of the year.
Okay, I
And
love
so
it.
this year it's becoming.
I love it. I love that. If your daughter directed a musical about your family, what would it be called?
I just think of something sparkle because of the jewelry. That's a hard one.
Sparkle Magic.
Sparkle magic.
First musical that made you fall in love with musicals.
Actually, probably the Annie movie.
Okay.
Yeah, the musical movie.
Okay, what's worse? Realizing you spelled something wrong on an order that you already sent out, or running out of a color of bead when you only have 5 more bracelets to make?
Realizing that I messed up. I mean,
the
I'll
spelling.
try to fix things, but I'm very detail oriented.
I
That
know.
would get to me.
I know. Okay. Do you believe in aliens?
I don't know. There's a documentary out there that I'm supposed to watch that my family's watched that says is amazing, but
Does it say yes or no?
I think it says yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
We're going to do a game now, and it's called Guess That Musical. Hannah has come up with lyrics for us, and we are going to hit the buzzer and tally up the points, and whoever's the winner gets a hug. Okay, ready.
Okay. The first one. I was in your arms thinking I belonged there.
Can you sing it?
I was in your arms thinking I belonged there.
Oh,
Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. I've played all my cards. Na-na-na-na-na. You gotta know this one.
Recognize the song, but
The winner
Is it
takes
old?
it all.
Wait, what was it? What did you just say at the last part?
The winner takes it all.
Like, Mamma Mia?
Yes. Good job.
Okay, that was a tie.
Okay, next one. You can like the life you're living. You can live the life you like.
You can like the life you're living. You can live the life you're like.
That is not even
No,
close.
yes, it is. You can like the life you're living.
That's
you
closer.
Can live. Oh, what is
You
it?
can even marry Harry.
And fall in
Na,
love.
na,
with
na.
her. Why am I blanking
So
on the
it's
words?
good. Isn't it grand?
Oh.
It's
Chicago.
good. Ding, 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 ding.
You're going to have to sing them. You're going to have to sing all of
Well,
them.
I don't know all of them
Okay.
because I haven't seen some of the musicals.
Okay, we'll do our best.
Okay. The next one is I think they meant it when they said you can't buy love.
You're going to have to sing it.
I don't know that one.
Skip it. Do you know it?
Okay, that was Rent. I thought you would get that.
No day but today.
I imagine death so much it feels more like a memory. Is this where it gets me? Yeah, that's I had a dream my life would be so different from this hell I'm living.
Jeremy Hansen?
Nope.
Can you sing that one?
It's a very popular
It is.
show.
I recognize
It's
those words, but I
it's
cannot
like probably
say it.
top
Say it
3.
again.
I had a dream my life would be so different from this hell I'm living. Think like themes, think sad, dramatic.
Les Mis.
Yes. Okay. I'm through with playing by the rules of someone else's game.
Wicked.
Oh, good. Next. In sleep he sang to me, in dreams he came.
Phantom.
Good.
Dang, I wouldn't have known that one.
There's more to see than can ever be seen. Yeah, you're on the right track.
Never be seen or do that can never be done. Do you know it?
There is more to see
That can never be seen. It's a Disney
more to
movie.
do.
The Lion King.
Yes. And last one. My head is saying full forget him. My heart is saying don't let go. My head is saying fool forget. Yeah. Good job. That was good.
Okay, who won? I could do that all night. Okay.
Sorry about my singing. It was
No, it
not-
was so good.
I don't think it was helpful.
No, it helps so much. Becky, thank you so much for coming here. I'm so excited to meet you, and I can't wait. We're going to hang out tonight. I get to see you tonight again. And you have just been so wonderful and so kind to me. And I'm so excited about our collab and our future friendship.
Yes, same here. Thank you very much for having me.
Yes, you're welcome. Okay, guys, remember that you can't have butterfly conversations with caterpillar people and that everyone out there is trying their best. Love you. Bye. All right, besties, my glass is empty, but my cup is full, and that means it's the end of the episode. Remember that you can't have butterfly conversations with caterpillar people and that everyone out there is trying their best. Love you. Bye. You can find the Mommy Artists podcast on YouTube to watch the full video. Give it a like, hit subscribe, and come back next week for more iconic chaos and creative magic. But no worries if not.